I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and today I'm here to talk to you about Battlefield 5. I don't know if you guys know this, but I recently read an article, and I'll put that in the video description, that the release date for Battlefield 5 has been pushed back to November, and it's speculated this might have something to do with the bad performance of pre-orders that it's getting. I heard that it was 85% less than Call of Duty. So I've already pre-ordered my copy of Battlefield 5, of course. I can't say I'm as hyped for it as I was for Battlefield 1. Man, I couldn't wait for Battlefield 1. I made so many videos on Battlefield 1. It was a great time. But I'm definitely hyped for Battlefield 5, just not as hyped for Battlefield 1. And it seems like a lot of the Battlefield community and people in general feel the same way. So I want to ask you guys, my subscribers, and pretty much anybody watching this video, to leave your opinion in the comments about if you're hyped for Battlefield 5 and why, and if you're not hyped for Battlefield 5 and definitely why you're not hyped for Battlefield 5. I'd like to get a feeling how much Battlefield 5 you guys want to see. I'm definitely going to make some Battlefield 5 videos, that's for sure. I just want to know how many people are interested in it. Let me talk a little bit about my Battlefield 5 experience. So before all the controversy about Battlefield 5, which I'll get into a little later in the video, I played the Battlefield 5 Alpha on PC, and I thought that it felt pretty good. To me, it did feel like a Battlefield 1 reskin, but kind of in a good way. The graphics seemed to be a little more improved and a little more reminiscent of how I would think a Battlefield would look and feel. Kind of had that dark aspect to it, not too bright. You know, Battlefield 1 felt a little too bright to me, and sometimes I complain when a game is too dark, so I guess there's no pleasing me when it comes to that, but I did kind of like the atmosphere of Battlefield 5 a little bit better compared to Battlefield 1. The sniping in the Alpha was great. Didn't notice a big difference between Battlefield 1 and the sniping in the Battlefield 5 Alpha. I have not had a chance to play the Battlefield 5 Beta. I don't think that starts until September 4th, I believe. But apparently the beta is not going to be pushed back. It's just the actual release of Battlefield 5 that's going to be pushed back a little bit. Now, here's where the controversy comes in, alright? And I don't know every single detail about this, but I do know that one of the big wigs at EA addressed the community after the trailer came out. Now, the trailer was a total flop. People were calling it a trailer about a robotic, one-armed a one-armed woman with a robotic arm as like the main character for the game, and the trailer just got so many dislikes. It was crazy. The Battlefield 5 trailer got so many dislikes. I can't even go into that, man. It was crazy. And there was some backlash about that. And one of the bigwigs at EA basically said, if you don't like women in the game and you don't think that's historically accurate, then you are uneducated, and you should not buy Battlefield 5. You should not buy this game. I don't care either way. I was like, whoa. First off, that's horrible execution, you know? I mean, you don't tell people not to buy the game. That just makes me feel sorry for all the people that work so hard on it. I mean, you're literally not trying to sell your game at that point in time. I get the message, but the execution, man, the execution was really bad on that. Well, a little bit later, that guy actually resigned from EA. Gee, I wonder why. And then there's all this controversy about, like, there's so many politics involved in Battlefield 5. I mean, I don't want to turn this into some huge political debate, but it's impossible not to talk about it because of what happened with Battlefield 5. I'm not a political person at all, you know. I mean, not at all. I don't follow politics that much, but Battlefield 5 is turned into like some kind of political nightmare between the people that aren't going to buy it, the social justice warriors, the executives telling people not to buy the game if you have a problem with robotic one-armed women as the main characters. And oh my gosh, I think that might have hurt pre-orders a lot. But there's something else. There's something else other than all that. I can't put my finger on it, but I can feel it. It's hard to put into words, but it's this feeling I get where I'm just not super hyped for it. And maybe that's because Battlefield 4 was pretty much the last Battlefield that was really good, that really hung on. And Battlefield Hardline was a complete disaster. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Battlefield Hardline. I thought the game was awesome, and I played the crap out of it. But as a overall game for the community, it was a failure. It did not hold people's attention. A lot of people didn't even buy it. Battlefield 1 came out, and Battlefield 1 honestly was so overhyped. It was incredible. That was probably one of the most overhyped games I've ever seen. And I kind of predicted that would happen. I said, what if the hype about Battlefield 1 is all hype and nobody plays it past the first 6 months? And that's kind of what happened. The lack of content, the lack of customization, I think a lot of those things just push people away. Even me. I played Battlefield 1 for a long time, probably made like 100 videos about it. And it got to the point where I just couldn't find anything new to talk about with Battlefield 1. Plus, you know, PUBG was coming out shortly after Battlefield 1 came out. PUBG came out, early access on PC, and I really got into that. That really held my attention a lot more than Battlefield 1. So maybe that's part of the reason that people aren't getting super hyped. If we put all the politics aside, maybe people aren't getting super hyped for Battlefield 5 just because they've been feeling let down by EA, by DICE, you know, for the past few years, I guess, ever since Battlefield 4. I mean, I think Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 were probably the last two Battlefields that were like really good, and you could just play them all day long and not even get bored. So I really hope that Battlefield 5... I mean, it's the opposite of Battlefield 1. It's like underhyped, maybe, but not in a good way. It's like really negative, the comments and the feedback people are leaving about it. So I want to hear what you guys, my subscribers, and anyone watching this video has to say. I know I have a lot of subscribers that have been wanting me to get back into Battlefield, and this might be the perfect opportunity. You know, we got the Battlefield 5. It's going to have Battle Royale. Then we have Call of Duty Battle Royale. And we're still going to have PUBG, so there's going to be some great games to play. And I really hope people can get past the politics. Put the politics, you know, behind you, or just get them out of the way. It's a video game. As long as the video game is good, I don't really care how historically accurate it is. You know, some people out there do, but I personally don't. I just want a good video game that keeps my attention and is fun to play. But what do you guys think? I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really look forward to reading the comments. And make sure if you haven't liked or subscribed, you go ahead and do that right now. And I'll see you guys on the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching. Later, everybody.